Good evening, I'm Rob Johnson.
And I'm Erica Sargent. We start, though, with another chapter in the Springfield budget battle. 6 Democratic lawmakers are suing outgoing comptroller Leslie Munger.
All because she refused to pay them. CBS 2 political reporter Derrick Blakley has the developing story.
On her very last day in office, GOP controller Leslie Munger got a message from the other side of the aisle, and it wasn't a love note.
There are just no words for my disgust and disappointment with this lawsuit.
Using an attorney closely aligned with House Speaker Mike Madigan, 6 Democratic lawmakers filed suit charging Munger had political motives for making legislators wait for payment like other state vendors.
Vendors all throughout the state are now waiting 6 months or more for payment that they have been promised.
It's yet another skirmish in the ongoing proxy war between Madigan and Governor Rauner, with a Madigan ally, Chicago City Clerk Susana Mendoza, set to become comptroller next week.
When we don't have a budget, we don't have any money, and the legislators are insisting that even though they're not doing their jobs, passing budgets and reforms, they want to get paid. Wow.
After a speech before Illinois manufacturers, Rauner stood firm in the state budget battle. No new money for Chicago schools without statewide pension reform.
If all it is a change where Illinois taxpayers have to pick up the pension payments for Chicago and no other change, you know what? That's not fair. That hurts the Illinois taxpayers, and we will not allow that.
Rauner vetoed $215 million in CPS aid because Democrats didn't deliver on state pension reform. But Mayor Emanuel took aim at the governor.
He made a decision that he was going to support a bill that, in my view, bailed out the utilities. And then he said, in a peak of anger, that he was going to bail out on the children of the city of Chicago.
The mayor making reference there to the controversial Exelon rate hike. In a statement late today, Comptroller-elect Mendoza says she will continue to delay lawmakers' pay, as she promised during the campaign, unless a court orders otherwise. Meantime, Governor Rauner and the legislative leaders are scheduled to meet tomorrow and Sunday over the weekend to continue the budget talks. But Rob and Erica, lawmakers are getting paid. We want to make that clear. They're just getting paid very slowly. Their last check received was August 31st. That was for the month of May. Now the state is paying bills dating from June.
Well, these Democrats that are suing Munger, what are the odds that they end up suing Mendoza now? Is that even likely?
That's a very good question. Well, Mendoza says she's going to continue the same policy, so who knows? That's what Munger said. It's very curious that they waited till the last day of her office to file this lawsuit.
And a bit ironic that they're filing suit to get paid, but they're not providing the budget, which is the mechanism to get paid.
Exactly, and that's what Rauner pointed out. That's also what Munger pointed out. Strange days in Springfield and in the political battles.
That's for sure. Thanks, Derrick.